Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick video. This is really chill, like I'm not even at my desk recording this because I wanted to show you how easy it is to edit your photos on your phone. I am a graphic designer and I have been for, I'll age myself if I tell you how long, but I was always, like editing from like cameras onto my computer using Photoshop, using Illustrator to add text and stuff. But there are so many cool things now that your phone can do. And I wanted to go through that with you guys from a designer perspective and like how easy it is to actually create a consistent brand across different social mediums. I have a process down now, and I definitely wanted to share with you guys because I figured out how to screen share on my phone mostly, but I also use canva.com occasionally to do some stuff. They have some really awesome templates. You can do a lot of stuff on there for free, or you can purchase some stuff like if you're really not like savvy with photos and stuff and taking photos, or you have like a crappy phone that doesn't take great photos, you can like purchase a bunch, like any type of photo ever on there. But I wanted to show you how easy it is to do on your phone. So I am going to share my screen now. See here. All right, we are good to go here. I added everything to, oops. Did you see that? Burgalicious. The things I look up on my phone, guys. So I have a photography folder in here. I have gotten rid of a lot of stuff, and this is everything that I use now. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I use like 3 apps to get one photo. But with Color Story, how I add my filters and everything and keep everything really consistent, like a rose gold type color, I use Color Story and I have it saved down, so it doesn't take me any more than like 30 seconds to edit a photo, and then I just have to go in and add text. And for text, I either use WordSwag, Rana, or SparkPost. SparkPost is part of the Adobe Creative Suites network and family, and I have a monthly membership where I have the Adobe Creative Cloud. This came with it for free, so I'm not quite sure how much this app costs by itself. But if it is like under $15, it is totally worth it, especially if you don't have a Canva membership. So the ones that I use mostly are InShot, SparkPost, Color Story, and then if I have to like have a collage or whatever, I use Layout. And then I also have like I'm going to move this over just so this is how you create folders, guys. You can just move it over and add it in there. And then I use occasionally Flipagram, but it's fine. I don't know where it's at right now. I come up here and like search for it. So these are the main ones that I use. But before you do any of this, you have to find out what like your brand guideline is. Like you have to create a brand book for yourself, or it just has to be like something written on a piece of paper. Like I am going to use these 2 main colors, and then these 3 as complementary colors. And I'm only going to use these 3 fonts ever again. Okay? So I like have like 2 or 3 fonts that I use very consistently. I use the same colors when I use those fonts, and it just keeps everything really consistent, and people know what to expect when they see your page. Like they know exactly what they're going to get when they come to your page visually. So I like to edit all of my photos as soon as I take them, whether it be on my DSLR, if I think it's really important to invest in a good phone to take pictures. And right now I have the iPhone 7 Plus, 7S Plus, whatever the newest one is, and it's the ginormous one. But it takes amazing photos, so that is why I have it. I use a Color Story to edit all of my photos, and I'm just going to come in here. So this is a photo that I took on my phone. You might have seen this on my Instagram a few weeks ago. It's like upside down, crooked, whatever. Sometimes I don't take the greatest photos, not going to lie. But first things first, I'm going to come up into my crop and frame in a color story. This app costs money, but it is totally worth it because I use this every single freaking day. So you can rotate it. I'm going to just rotate it till it's facing the correct way. Perfect. I'm also going to tilt it because it is a little crooked. I think I want the iPad kind of straighter. Okay. Great. And then you can come in and square crop it. I kind of want that couch thing out. So I'm just going to completely crop out this juice right now to show you guys. Okay. Perfect. So I created a whole new photo, right? Well, I also like to come in. I have it saved here, so I'm going to show you my saved. And I have it in here, IG filter. That's all the steps. It's like 20 steps, but it's all saved and it's done. That's it. So I can come in and I could do that, or I'm going to just undo. So I'm back to where I just cropped and everything. This is the steps that I take to edit every single photo. It just makes it brighter and crisper. I come into adjust, I go to curves, I put 2 dots on here just by clicking it. I bring this down a little bit to add a little contrast, bring this up to lighten it. I just kind of like mess around with these guys a little bit until it's good. And then I come into clarity, I just up it a few points, contrast, up it a few points, brightness, saturation. I don't go like all crazy and like go all the way over here. I just up it a few points. And then I like a cooler tone to my photos, which means like a more blue undertone, but like bluish purple undertone. But some people like the warmer color where it is like a little more yellow, orangey, like maybe you like have a really awesome bronzy tan and you want to show that off. And you would want to come this way and like add it like, I think it's like more earthy and stuff like that, but that's like the opposite of me. So I am putting it a little cooler tone here. I usually don't use many more of these except for exposure. I just brighten up my photo a little bit and I sharpen it up and make it a little more clear. So I could be done here and post this on Instagram if I wanted to. It's just a really clean, crisp photo. And if you hold down on the photo, you can see what it looked like before. So of course it was upside down, crazy, whatever. And then now this is what it looks like. So that's pretty cool about this app, is that you can see how far you've come from. And then I like to come into effects. I love the color fog. Sorry guys if you hear that siren. I live downtown Chicago, so it's gonna happen no matter when I film. So I like to add a pink on this. I think I'm going to add it at the top. You can also flip and add it on the bottom. But again, this is really intense. So I'm going to bring it down and just have it at a few points, just so it has that little dusty, like pinkish vibe to it. And then I'm going to also come into my filters. I have purchased all of them. There was a deal going on before the new year. I don't know if it's still going on because I can't see it, but I purchased every single one of the filters for like a lower price. If you want to kind of figure out which ones you like, if you like know that you like more deep vintage vibes and boho, like just get those 3 filters. It's totally fine. I would personally, like for my brand, if you look at it, I would use Chroma, Airy, Fresh, Blush, Good Vibes, and Essentials. Like that is why I decided to purchase the whole pack, because I love bright, colorful things. So I've been really digging this rose one here. It just adds like a rose gold color to all of my stuff. Sometimes I go at full, like if you can see, this is 0, and then this is it full blown. I usually go full blown with it, but it's making the iPad a little weird colored in my opinion. So I'm just going to like put it like 70%. And then I would be done. So that is a step that I use for like every single photo. Sometimes I use like chill, warm fade. I like that one. For essentials, I use every day. I just have to unlock these ones, but I barely ever use them, so I haven't. Disco ball, when you have white backgrounds, it just really makes everything pop. Like if you want everything white and bright, disco ball is like the best one. Like if I have a white desk and I take pictures of that, I use disco ball, and it just is so amazing. But as you can see, like, so that is what it looks like before. It's like dingy, like that's not my style. And now it's like pink and cute and very girly. So I would just come here to done and save and finish. But also I can save the editing steps, and that is how I created that IG filter. So I'm just gonna go in here. So like, look at all these things that I did to fix this photo, right? I just come in here and save. And I'll put like IG filter 2 or something, you know? So I could have multiple filters. Like if I know, like if I'm taking a picture of a white background and I use that disco ball one, like I could have IG filter for white. Like it's just super easy. And so the next time I come in here, like all I have to do is like pick a photo. I have like so much stuff on my phone. And you can like also create folders. Like a lot of times I just go to favorites and like pick photos from that. So like, see, let's go. I like this one. So we got this guy here. It's not square, so I would have to come in here and square crop. I want to show the strawberry. And then I just have to come into my saved, come over here, and I have IG filter 1. Boom, it's done. So that is why I really love a color story, just for editing my photos and keeping it really consistent. Filter in the background, it just like makes everything look really cohesive. And I don't know about you, but like I love going to those Instagrams that are just so pretty, and I'm like, ah, like that's so beautiful. Like I want to come visit this every single day just to look at your photos. So I use the color story just mainly like that, a color story. Like I'm adding colors, I'm like adding stuff. This app does so much more, like adds light leaks, like bouquets type stuff. But you know, I like to keep it pretty simple and just clearing up and brightening. And like recently I've been adding like that little pink color to it. And it's been great. Like I love the new vibe on my Instagram. Another thing I use is, so this was like a photo that I already edited with my IG filter on here. I like this app. It is called InShot. So if you don't have square photos, it will put it in a square background for you. This sticker collection is my favorite. I just like adding like little quirky little stickers on it. Let's say, I'll show you like what it looks like. So if I didn't have a square photo, say this is rectangular and it didn't fit in a square, it would kind of come like that. And then for the backgrounds, this one has a pink cup in it, so like it already has enough pink, but if it didn't have any pink in the photo, I would always put this pink color in it just to keep my photos consistent. I choose that pink color because that's me, like that's the same color as my nails and my sweater right now. So obviously like that color is very me, it's very Anna Vargas, but honestly, like there's so many different colors in here, and if like you don't really know and you're like not a very bright type of person, like you know, you prefer like more subdued colors, like add some white or like add some black, like just keep it very simple. Like there's grays in here. If you're like more earthy, like there's like these really pretty green colors in here, and it could just help you stay really consistent with your brand. Okay, I'm going to discard that. Also, it does videos. So like as you can see here, like all this stuff has pink in it because like that's my brand, and that is like how I've been trying to stay very consistent. So I took a picture of some fog yesterday. I probably wouldn't post this, but I thought it was cool, and I guess I can show you guys. So I'm coming into the video, and of course my phone is freezing up, so I'm going to close that. Okay. There we go, we're back. Awesome. So I'm going to take this video, I'm going to choose it, choose. All right. So as you can see, it automatically puts it in a square form. If you are doing like other things, you can change the fit of it. So like if you know you want to put some text on the side, like you can put it over on the left side or the right side. And then again, like I always go to background. You can like blur it, but it puts that, I don't pay for InShot, so I don't do that. I use the pink again. And then you can add text in here. So I always use Blackout Midnight. That's my text that I like to use. So this is like the lighter pink in here that I use. So it can go over the video or I can keep it like over here. And then also for the text, let's go back here. You can have it play for the full video or a section of the video. And then you can like add stickers and music and all that fun stuff. You can speed up the video on here. Do so many things. So like that, I use this app to help do my videos. If I'm doing a collage of videos, I will use Pick, Play, Post. And then most of the time I will bring that Pick, Play, if I want text on that, I will bring it back into InShot so I can add that consistent Blackout Midnight font that I like. Rana Collage is really cool. You can install your own fonts on this one. So you just, it tells you exactly how to do it. This app does cost also. But again, like if you want to make your stuff consistent and you're not hiring a designer or anything, like it's okay to spend like $20 to make sure you have consistent stuff for the rest of the year, right? So I created this in Canva, this back image. But I wanted to add a video in here. So if I go to fill frame video, I created a little video showing the different workout programs. So let's see if this plays. So it's on a loop. I made that in Flipagram. Again, sometimes I use multiple apps. So I made that background thing. I use the filter for the photo. I created that in my color story, just to make sure it has those like bluer vibes, you know, like the cool tones that I like. I added that VIP all access thing. I created that in Canva and added it on the side. Same pink colors, used white. And then I created this Flipagram, and I'm able to place it in this video using Rana Collage. So that is a really cool app to use. I don't use that one as often, but it's awesome. My favorite app that I just got not too long ago, and I didn't know that I could have it for free. I don't know how much it costs for you guys, but I have, so I'm a graphic designer on the side also. I have a membership to Adobe Creative Cloud, and I pay a monthly subscription price to that, and I got this app as part of the deal, and it's really cool. I don't know how much it costs, but like honestly, like I would probably pay like a shit ton for, oh, sorry. I'd pay a crap ton for this. So I didn't really know what kind of style I wanted at first. I was just like kind of scrolling through stuff, seeing what I liked. Like I really liked this guy here. You just go to Remix. So they already have templates for you. The coolest part that I feel like is that you can resize anything on here. So like if I want to make a Twitter header or a LinkedIn cover, it changes everything to those sizes. And it seamlessly changes it so it still looks amazing and cool. And I just love that about it, how easy it is to use. And then you can also change the palettes. And again, like I always use this palette here. It's the pink one. And you keep clicking it, it keeps changing. So like it still goes back to that white color eventually. And you can add animation. So I can pan the photo in the background and create a 5-second video. I can change the photo in the background. I can change, I usually use Fremont or Jewel because I just like those pinky colors. And then you can change, if you come here, this is the font. and select that. You can come here if you're like, I'm not digging this at all and I don't know what kind of fonts I want to use. Like this is a really great one to come in and look at because all you have to do, this little circle thing, you just like move it around and you get a brand new style every time you move this. So like how cool is that? Cool, right? So if you're kind of like don't know what to do, we can change the shapes in here. Like there's just so much to do. Like find one thing that you really like and just stick to that. And it's super easy to like move around. It like locks when it's in place. So I personally have been using, where is it at? True. That is one of my fonts that I've chosen for my branding. This still isn't like, I would probably use like pink and white more than anything. Pink, white, light pink, black, and gray are pretty much my colors. I don't really like to use the opacity, so I like it to be dark like that. As you can see, there's like different color combos that you can do, so it's really cool. It helps you stay really consistent. And if you can see, like I'll go to my post. I'm actually going to delete this one because I don't want it in here. So if you can see, these are all my branding. The Happy New Year one my husband made for something else. But as you can see, like you can tell which ones my husband made versus which I did because I'm being really consistent on what my branding has been since I found this app. And it started like I tried around, like this was probably one of the first ones that I was trying to figure out, and I knew that I liked that font a lot. But I was like, you know, I have to go back to my pink background. So again, it's like a lot of like figuring it out, testing it out, slowly transitioning into what your new brand is. That's totally fine. That's what I did. I love this app so much. Again, like this is the animation. So like if I'm going to do a sugar detox for February, like I used to have candy canes behind there. I filmed this already, but I was on mute, so I had to refilm. But I showed you guys how to do this already. But I just added another photo in here. You can search for free photos. There's so many free photos in here, way more than Canva. So that is why I really love using this. So like, there's like a spoonful of sugar right here. Like, how perfect is that for a sugar detox? And then you can animate it and it like moves and it's a 5-second video. That's pretty dang cool because I didn't have to do much, right? I'm gonna go back to, I think I had search free photos. Let's look up like candy cane. Sometimes there's weird photos, not gonna lie, but most of the time it's pretty cool. And then again, you can like always change this in here, make it look different and find out what like you want everything to look like. And you can completely change the style. Like you can see how much different that is in my original style. Or you can come in here if you kind of know what to do and change the coloring and all that kind of stuff in this. It's easy, easy peasy. And then for like the photos, you can come in here, photos, and change the filters. But again, I do most of my filters in a color story, so I don't really worry about that unless I do. I usually use the Jewel or the Fremont because it gives a little pinker color, just to stay really consistent with mine. And then again, this is like the color. I use this template for mine, but there's so many different ones. Like it really depends on what your vibe is and what your colors are. So that is a super easy way to do all that kind of stuff. And again, like I have this, I'm going to duplicate it so I don't ruin this post, but I can come in here. Ooh, I can come in here and resize. So this was like for this side of a video. I can come in here, and if I just want it to be a Instagram post, I can do that. It usually resizes pretty well. This one, it looks a little weird, so I'm going to just make that a little larger, make these guys a little larger, move them over. And so gives you consistency throughout all of your social networks. So like I could have, there's my Instagram post, and then if I wanted to make like a Facebook cover page, like I'm running a big sale, I want it everywhere. Facebook cover page, Twitter header, LinkedIn cover, YouTube thumbnail because I created a video about how I'm doing a flash sale. So there's just so many different ways, and it's super easy to just have consistency throughout your whole social network. And I really, really, really love that one. So that is pretty much how I edit all my photos. If you have any questions about any of the apps, let me know. I use these daily. It is a lot of like trial and error, and you have to know what you want going into it. So if you don't have like a color theme, a font choice that you are really digging, you can feel free to reach out to me. I do offer some consultations in that. I have been doing digital design for about 8 years now. So I've helped a lot of brands figure out their brand books, created images for their social media, completely rebranded their social media for them. I've done it with a lot of consumer brands. So I totally understand this realm, how to design, how to get really great consistency on social media, visually and for copy reasons. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out to me. My email is annavargasfitness@gmail.com, and I will definitely help you out. So thank you guys for sitting here chilling with me. Sorry if a kid was in the room because I'm pretty sure I dropped a cuss word at least once. But again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm annavargasfitness@gmail.com, or if we're Facebook friends, you can feel free to reach out there. And I will chat with you all about this. And I hope that helped you guys. If there's any apps that you guys use that I didn't mention, let me know, because I'm always looking for cool new apps to try out and make my life easier. Color Story has changed up the game. I used to spend way too long figuring out my filters, and now it's just like, boom, done. So I'm just trying to make your life easier. So if this helped, let me know. And if you have any other suggestions, definitely let me know too. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.